How to make money with cryptocurrencies every single day is what a lot of people ask me. So today I've decided to set up a strategy for how to make $100 a day trading cryptocurrencies. So our first step will be to sign up to a crypto exchange. There's a couple links in the description down below. For this tutorial, I'll be using Bluefin, but if you've already got an account over on Bybit, that will work as well. If you want to trade more with bots, check out Payonics. If you want to be able to use it from any country in the world, check out 𝗬𝗂X. All of which are down below, and all of them will also have some very nice deposit bonuses. But anyway, if we press this Bluefin link that's in the description down below, it'll lead us to this page right here where you see that right now there's a pretty cool campaign going on where you can get yourself a 10% cash back on deposits, up to $1,000 just as a nice bonus, and also some pretty cool rewards like a Rolex, a MacBook, etc. Just make an account by inserting an email and a password, and once you're in your account, you go to this assets section, you press deposit, it'll show up right here, and then you just press whatever crypto you want to deposit, or you take it from out this list. Or if you've not got any crypto yet, you can actually buy it with one click. Over on the top left, there's a buy crypto section. Just enter the amount of dollars you'd like to buy with, or whatever currency you've got, and get yourself some USDT, for example. You can just buy it with MasterCard. It's pretty simple. And again, I'll reiterate, if this platform, Bluefin, does not work for you, check out a link down below to 𝗬𝗂X, as that should be working in every single country around the world. And if still things end up not working perfectly, just use a VPN, because none of these exchanges, except for Bybit, have got KYC, meaning you don't have to provide your ID or anything. And for this guide, tutorial, trading strategy, we'll be trading futures. It's again over on the top. You press this little futures tab. You can choose on the top left whatever asset you want to trade, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or maybe you want to trade XRP. Just find it in this list. On the right here, you can open and close positions. If you just want to open them quickly, all you got to do is just choose your leverage. For example, we have here, let me quickly go to the right, 3x leverage, but we can put it to, for example, 10x leverage. There we go. And we put in that we want to, for example, open a $2,000 trade. Well, we can actually do significantly more, because obviously, even though we only have $600, we're using 10x leverage, so we could open up a $6.5 thousand trade. And if we want to long it, meaning we think the price is going to go up, we just press this button that says buy long. And if we think the price is going to go down, we could just press sell short, and you can actually adjust your trade with all these buttons below here. As you can see, this is one of the trades we inserted yesterday. It's up about 20% or about $100 on just $500. Not too bad. Anyway, today we're not talking about any major trendline breaks and trades of that sort. We're talking about a very specific strategy. And today we're doing a strategy for Bitcoin. So just head over to, for example, any Bitcoin chart here, really. Insert your time frame. For example, the 4-hour time frame is what we just used. I press this button right here. Then press indicator and type in EMA trend meter, and just click this one right there. Now that we've got the indicator in the chart, we might also want to change some of the settings. Now, we're going to be changing these baselines, fast, medium, and slow settings. Just change these to 13, 21, 34, quickly find it right there, and then 55. Once you've done that, you could press OK, but we might also want to change the style here and get rid of this initial shape, this top one. Just take it off, press OK, and there we go. But we won't just use one indicator, no, we're going to use two. The second one we can find by going here and typing in stochastic, let me quickly find it, momentum, and there we go. We can use this one here, the one with 5.4 thousand downloads or inserts. Let's use that one. Let's insert it. Now this is personally for style points really, but you can also change the color on the stochastic to, for example, white, and make sure that you change these other two lines to more of a thicker one. I'd say maybe make it thick and maybe don't make it dotted. So just quickly get rid of that. Let's quickly do it like this. Make it a little bit thick and get rid of the dots just to make it a little bit easier to see. We can also make them white yet again. This, of course, does not matter. It's just so it's very, very easy to see what exactly is happening. And now before we move on, if you made yourself an account to any one of these crypto exchanges, make sure you use the link down below for it, right? Otherwise, you will not be able to enter some of the trading competitions we'll be doing shortly, where you can just win stuff for free. I mean, if you're going to use one of these platforms anyway, might as well get yourself the best deal. And I guarantee that below, with those links, you'll get the best deals for these exchanges. Anyway, so here's how the strategy would work. We take a look at the EMA trend meter, and we want all three of these lines to be green. If any of them are red, like for example in this scenario where you have green, green, and red, you won't open anything. You can see, for example, that in this area here, let's just quickly grab the base, from here to the end, all three lines were basically green, and you can see the price has actually gone up about 12%. And you can see that in this red time, you can quickly just look for fun. In this red time until everything was not red anymore, you can see the price went down 12% or so. I actually changed the colors real quick on this indicator right here just to make it a bit easier to see as well, because we don't just want to use these green ones. We want to pair it with another, in this case here, momentum index of sorts. So what we're basically going to look for is if we zoom in a little bit. So I'll give you a real good real life example. What we're looking for, right, is these three green. Now we're waiting for this white line to cross below the blue line just to ensure there's a lot of volatility. But then the moment this white line crosses the red line, we take a look at the green again. If it's still green, at that point we can open a long position. So in this exact scenario, that will be right around here. And if you're wondering how tight your stop loss or your take profit should be, generally speaking, it's about a 2-to-1 ratio, meaning you put your stop loss below the recent lows. So let's see, the recent lows were right around this level, potentially slightly lower. So we could put our stop loss around this level, hopefully slightly lower. And we put our take profit at about a 2-to-1 ratio. So in this case, just drag this slide around, you can see where it's at. And so that's it for basically opening up a long position. Now for a short position, if that's something you're interested in, it works the opposite way, right? We're looking for 3 reds on the EMA indicator. Then you're waiting for the white line, in this case here. Let's just quickly follow along. You're waiting for this line to go above the purple. So as you can see, this crossed. And then once that line crosses below the red, let me quickly wrong chart, crosses below the red line, you take a look if things are red, which in this case they were not. They were actually green at that point, but that is where you'd open your short again at a 2-to-1. In this case here, it would have worked out nicely. The price did go down significantly throughout this period, but the problem was your indicator did not confirm it. So again, sometimes you can get lucky, but this is why you use 2 of them, just so you're more right more often. Then again, if you just look at the past, right? If you just followed only the stochastic here, you could have actually made a lot of very, very profitable trades. Take a look here. For example, the white line crosses the purple. If you started your short right here, just the moment that that happened, you could see how much profit you could have made in a short amount of time. But then again, you should have opened it the moment that the white line went below the red and made it for some confirmation here with also red on the EMA indicator, which didn't happen, so we didn't take the trade. And again, if you want to see how accurate this is, I recommend you to just take a chart and look back as far as you want to see how good this would have worked. But anyway, if you want a more in-detail tutorial or guide for how to use crypto exchanges, check out the link down below to my full Blowfin tutorial. I've also got a Bybit tutorial down there, and a lot of these exchanges are kind of similar. This will also work on WeX and work on these different platforms. And also, cannot guarantee you'll make this money, but these indicators seem to work nicely. And the most important thing is just to get started with trading, trying some stuff out. And even if you don't take any trades, you understand the theory behind it. It's the most important part. Like I said before, make sure you press that like button. I don't think I actually said. And if we get to 1,000 likes, I'll give some money away to some people in the comment section. So make sure you press that like button. And our tutorial link will be down below.